Hey guys, this is YT42 and welcome to Metroid Fusion, or Metroid 4. And, I figured we already just did Metroid 2 and we've already done Metroid 1 and Super, so I say we round out the quadrilogy, I guess, with Fusion and get it done. So, yeah, because all of these games are pretty short, pretty fun, but here's just our little opening thing here. Normally I wouldn't speak through this, but it's too late now. But of course this takes place after Super. Takes place after Super Metroid, and after Other M. So yeah, all sorts of things there. And that's an ominous opening with an ominous title screen. I love this title screen. I think maybe this version of the main theme is my favourite, because this is the most sinister sounding one, I think. Let's try switching to headphones, hopefully that'll help out the sound. But let's get things started. So the thing is with Fusion is that it's actually very dialogue heavy, strangely enough. I've been assigned to watch over biologic... Okay, I can barely see the bottom text there because something's in the way. Over biologic research teams. So I once again found myself on the surface of SR-388. That was a mess, but oh well. So yeah, back in SR-388, which is pretty neat. This song's pretty good too. So, uh-oh. It was there that I was attacked by a life form that I had never encountered before. It was only later that I learned the identity of my attacker, the parasitic organism we now know as X. Unaware of my condition, I was returning to the station when disaster struck. Once the X had infested my central nervous system, I lost consciousness and my ship drifted into an asteroid belt. So yeah, as you can tell, this game is a bit more cinematic than something like Super, which is a strange change of pace, but the ship's emergency systems automatically ejected the escape pod before impact. Biologics vessel recovered it and transported me to Galactic Federation HQ. However, during the journey, the X multiplied within me, corrupting large areas of my power suit. It then came to light that the organic components of my power suit had become so integrated with my system that it could not be removed while I was unconscious. Large portions of my suit had to be surgically removed, dramatically altering my physical appearance. However, the X in my central nervous system were too embedded to be removed safely. I was given a minimal chance of survival. Then, someone found a cure. Uh-oh. They proposed using a Metroid cell to make an anti-X vaccine. It seems that the Federation had managed to preserve a cell culture from the last infinite Metroid from SR-388. If you remember the baby Metroid that died in Super, the serum was prepared and injected without delay. The X-parasites were immediately and completely destroyed. And here we are with our new suit, which is quite the difference. As for me, one life ended, yet I survived, reborn, as something different. Pondering this fact, I realise I owe the Metroid hatchling my life twice over. We'll soon be arriving at the BSL research station. I must prepare for docking. The ship's computer has notified me of our approach to the biologic space labs. That's just biologic. I keep wanting to say biological, but I have to cut myself short. or BSL, research station. During my surgery, the research team sent the last batch of creatures we captured there, as well as the infected pieces of my power suit. After regaining consciousness, I learned that an unexplained explosion rocked the station. For some reason, this awoke a nameless fear in my heart, and now I am being sent there to investigate. My mission on the BSL station will be overseen by my new ship's computer. Following the commands of this blunt, computerized CO is something I have to bear, as it was a condition of my taking the ship. For someone who dislikes taking orders, this is the second time I found myself having to do so. It makes me recall my other CO. Commanding officer. So that's our setup. And a very good setup, I must say. I really do like this idea, how things are just changed up. And, not following a similar structure to Metroid 1 and Super anymore. And the closest we have to Metroid 2 is the fact that we're over SR388. Yeah, so this research station, the BSL, is over SR388. So there's been an explosion in the quarantine bay. The bay currently stores capsules containing recent samples from SR388, as well as parts of your suit infected by the X parasites. The cause of the explosion is yet unclear. Investigate. The quarantine bay is here. Move quickly and quietly. You are still unable to use most of your latent abilities. Don't forget that, Samus. Stop at the navigation room on the way there. Uplink from there. Is your objective clear? Now go to the quarantine bay. So here we are, with the fusion suit. And so if you've played Zero Mission, which comes after this, it's pretty much the same control scheme, except, we can, actually, let's pretend that we've only played up to Super. Look at this, we can grab ledges now. We can still wall jump, but we can't wall jump back onto the wall, unfortunately. Now, the fusion suit is quite a bit weaker than the power suit, and that's completely intentional because obviously we are weaker. Quarantine bay is ahead. Biosigns confirmed. Be careful. So yeah, we have plenty of navigation rooms that we have to go into in this game. And a lot of dialogue, as I mentioned earlier, which is strange, right? It's very weird. That's that. So yeah, we have no power-ups, no abilities. All we have is the jump and the ledge grab and all that. Also, now that we have Metroid DNA in us, which is the natural predator of the X-parasites, we can absorb X-parasites for health and ammo. We don't have missiles yet, but obviously we're going to get missiles. So pretty sure we head back here. Now Adam's like, oh, what the hell was that? This is unfortunate news. The specimens brought back by the field team were infected by X-parasites. The X can mimic its prey. Any specimen could have hosted it. Before the explosion, a security sensor scanned one. The gelatinous X-parasites invade and rapidly reproduce, killing the host creature. They also absorb DNA and use it to mimic the host. You're almost killed by an X-infection. Only the Metroid vaccine saved your life. It seems Metroids were the main predators of the X. That's why the vaccine works so quickly and so well. But it has also changed your cellular makeup by being infected by the X again. In fact, you can now absorb any free-floating X-parasites without a host by merely touching them. This will allow you to replenish health and restore weapons. You may also recover latent abilities this way. So pursue free X-parasites whenever you possibly can. The station is home to many species, some violent ones. You must keep the X out of the breeding environments at all costs. This is vital, Samus. We're already detecting massive biosigns in this region. The X are gathering. This may be our last chance to exterminate them, but you're only at 10% battle capacity. Your chance of survival is extremely low. The Federation needs you alive and on duty, Samus, is your objective clear. Now get going. I've released the lock on level 0 hatches. Look for the blinking hatches. Alright. So, let's continue. Obviously, it's oddly quiet around here. So yeah, these are level 0 hatches. We can open these doors. Yeah, we got some more X-parasites. You will take a lot of damage if you... take the damage now. But anyway, these are our save rooms. They're still here. We still got our map and all that. So there we go. Now, so anyway, this is supposed to be a dead researcher puddle, and now it's been infected by an X-parasite and now zombie-like guys, something like that. We can't break that yet. So let's head back up to the navigation room here. Trust me, it's not this repetitive throughout the entire thing. I've received news from HQ. They can support you with downloadable weapons data. Once you have this data, you'll be able to use missiles. This will help against some enemies your beam can't hurt. Head to the data room for the download. Data room's here. Alright. Your chance of survival climbs to 20%. That's not really a reoccurring thing. Having to worry about your survival percentages and all that. You don't really have to worry about that. But you know, aside from all the changes, it's still Metroid. You know, it's still Metroid and everything that comes with it. That computer reminds me of a gruff Federation commanding officer I served under the name Adam Malkovich. He called me lady on missions from anyone else. It would have sounded sarcastic, but Adam made it sound dignified. Out of respect and with some irony, I named the computer after him. So remember, this is before other M, for, you know, seeing what Adam was like is not exactly wanted. The R down there, that's a recharge room. We don't need to check the navigation room. Anyway, come in here, and we've downloaded missiles, which you can just do suddenly. Just download the data. So now we can't really switch things, we have to hold down R. This is on the Game Boy Advance, by the way, so we have less buttons to work with. Electrical interference has knocked out the elevators on the main deck. This may be related to the X. I'll work on it. As for you, try to find another way to the target. It's located here. I'm reading huge bio signs, so I hope your missiles work. To reload missiles, you can use a recharge room or absorb special type of X parasites. So, green parasites refill missiles. Find a way to the target. Alright. Let's head to it. So the BSL station is pretty, what am I doing here? What am I doing? Am I dum-dum? Maybe I'm dum-dum. We didn't have to go up here or something, did we? Might have. Yeah, okay. So we have to blast that open with missiles and then head through this little hatch. And we can only destroy these with missiles, so there you go. I could swear there was some sort of item around here. Not sure though. By the way, I'm playing this off the Wii U Virtual Console, so yeah, that's why it looks decently crisp. Colors shouldn't be muted or anything. All right, now we have a fish first missile expansion. Don't have any clue as to why I would have said fish. But in here, maybe it's down here. Okay, well. Maybe some sort of missile. I keep doing that. Missile expansion. Oh yeah, as you can see, the blue. Oh, sorry, not the blue. The round dot on the map indicates that there's something in that room. And unlike Super, now when you have collected the item, it turns into just a small dot. So anyway, these are eye doors, and the way they work is you need to wait for them to not have a beam in their eyes like that, and you can start to attack them. Piss off, stupid guy. So yeah, he's being annoying at the moment. Very annoying. Come on, dude. Thank you. Okay, sweet. And a red X-Parasite, I'm pretty sure it refills all of your health and ammunition. Whoa, that was strange. This is the game explaining, yeah, you can grab on ledges now, so. Energy tank. You get quite a few energy tanks in this game, which is fair because you take a decent amount of damage. So now we have a core X-Parasite. Oh, just kidding, it's this guy. If you remember Metroid 2, then you remember this guy. Or maybe you don't. He was the one quote-unquote boss fight that isn't. Okay. I need to do well here. Okay, so now it turns into a core X, so we just need to shoot that. and not die. Oh, I'm out of missiles, that's why. Yeah, so if you run out of missiles, you can shoot the Core X to get some ammunition back. Also, that sound effect when they do the crunch, it sounds so good. I'm not going to attempt to recreate it with my mouth, but now we get the Morph Ball back. So yeah, this is how you gain upgrades in this game. Sometimes you download them, and sometimes enemies will have them. So yeah, it's pretty neat. Alright, so let's head back through here. Well, not back through, we haven't been here yet, but yeah, you can shoot off ladders as well. Haven't even mentioned the ladders yet, but yeah, from now on I will save before boss fights. Like that one wasn't, it's not really that hard of a boss, but you have very little health, and we only have the base fusion suit at the moment. Yeah, I should probably better safe than sorry. I'd rather not have to die and redo some things. So yeah, from now on I will definitely save before boss fights. Alright, so now that we've done that, we can head to a navigation room, I believe, and we'll be good if we do that. Actually, it's still, oh yeah, so different colored doors. You don't open those green doors with super missiles in this game. No, you have to unlock the specific security hatches. So as you can see, all of them are locked. Samson says, I feared. The breeding environments have been invaded by X-parasites. Sector 1 shows several abnormalities on biosensors. Sector 1 is a simulation of the SR388 ecosystem. To get there, take the main elevator and use elevator 1. So, yeah. Yep, there's X-parasites that are taking over the ship, which is not good. The X-parasites are ridiculous. They're a little annoying to deal with. Says the Galactic Federation. So yeah. Oh yeah, Kankan here. This is Sub-Zero containment. So you got hot areas in the previous games, well, you got cold areas in this one. And the reason for that is because we have part Metroid DNA in us now. Yeah, what am I trying to say? We have part Metroid DNA in us now, and if you remember, Metroids are pretty weak to the cold, and so now are we. So down we go. And prepare yourself for this. Yeah, yikes. So that's Samus. But hang on, where's Samus though? What's up with that? So now we hear an explosion on our way down. So that was terrifying. What's up with that? So this is the main hub of Metroid Fusion. We have the 6 sectors, and each sector is based on a different climate and environment. So this one's based on the surface of SR388. So it's like Metroid 2. It's cool. We're gonna see the stuff again. It's awesome. So yeah, we got a map before going into the sector. It's crazy. The main elevator leading to the access shaft has been severely damaged. It will be totally unusable for some time, unfortunately. Some unknown agent is at work. Something very powerful, certainly not human. I'll report it when I know more. Listen closely. The X in Sector 1 have invaded the atmospheric stabilizers. They must want to alter the environment to their needs. They're already reproducing. Clearing all 5 atmospheric stabilizers to stop them. We'll clear all 5. I'll get moving. So that's our goal. Oh yeah, at the beginning of each sector you get a navigation room, you get recharge room and all that. Okay, alright, so I'm playing on the Wii U gamepad, right? And people complain about Joy-Con drift. Yeah, it's doing that right now, okay. We good? Yeah, okay. So, people complain about Joy-Con drift with the Switch. No, I never had it. I get it terrible on the Switch, but never as bad as this. Oh god. Never as bad as this on the Wii U gamepad. The drift on this thing is stupid. It's absurd. So this is it. If you look in the top left corner, you can see a GameCube. Too bad it's already It's already gone. Yeah, and if you don't grab an X-Parasite, you know, you take too long to grab one, it will float away. Also, you may recognize these enemies from SR388 or from Metroid 2. It's really cool. I love seeing them here, it's really neat. So we get another energy tank. I don't have bombs yet, so yeah, these guys are, I don't want to say easy to deal with, but you know, at the same time I do want to say that.